So I've kept trying to do a pirate game for so long, it's about time. I said,
It's about time.
we get it done. So first thing, ships float. And thankfully I know how to make ships float. Float. What makes you and me and everything float is called the buoyancy force. Here's the formula. And I got the gravity. So what's left is fluid density and the volume in water. But I'm a sheep. To determine the strength of the force, I'ma use a variable called submersion. Because if an object isn't submerged, then logically there's no buoyant force. But if it's 50% deep, then in our case, it's gonna have 50% its ultimate power. And if it's completely submerged, then it's gonna have 100% and go back up. And at 50%, it's gonna be floating. It's gonna be floating between 50% and 75, and it's gonna go up and down. The subtraction of the water's height minus the object's height clamped between 0 and 1 would give us this submersion value. Here's a code snippet of the Mojo Jojo, and here's the floating cubes, my dudes. But think about this, although it works, the thingy is being applied at the center of mass. But say we had a plank, and it's rotated like this, then the plank going up and down without tilting is kinda weird. So we need that torque. So we apply buoyancy force not to the center of mass, but wherever we want it to, and boom. I also added drag using the inverse vector of velocity, which is self-explanatory, or more like I don't want to explain that one, you know. It's actually already explained in this devlog that I made, but let's continue. Finally, we get buoyancy working with the beautifully combined Gerstner waves I did. So let's chill and celebrate by actually visiting some real-life Gerstner waves. It all ain't games after all, right?
Brave man. He got this. He got this.
We don't have a lot of bread, guys. We gotta be able to divide and conquer.
Honestly, we don't need that much bread. It's just stupid. Like, you just give me a little.
Why am I being a
Welcome back, boys and just boys. Look at the gender thingy. With all our testosterone combined, we can conquer the world, man. What's next then, Testo Squad? That's what I'm gonna call you guys, the Testo Squad. If you check this video, you'll see that I've already made an Archipelago generator. It was brutal, but I did it. Yet I hate it, so I'm gonna do it again and try to understand how the my code turned into a self-aware demon. First, I made the floor using my own plane generator script. Perlin noise is an infinite random texture that you can kind of copy paste into terrain, generating the random part that, people like of generated, pseudo-randomly generated stuff. I think I'm in love with this airplane game thingy that also uses islands, so I tried emulating the color palette for the mountains. Using a curve, the gradient, not the color palette, the gradient. Using a curve, I could get a height multiplier for the final heights of each point, which kind of gives me power over curvature. So here we can see I added two different noises, one at the center and one at the whole thingy. I added height manipulation for the center and the other parts as well, padding as well, and some terrible fall off. If we manipulate all these variables accordingly, we can get some dope terrain. Again, let's celebrate this accomplishment that, spoiler alert, I also throw away, with a little break at the gym session. So we got islands and we got waves. A set of combined island and waves creates what? That's right, the Caribbean. I implemented the Archipelago generator, but this one is way better than my previous one because it's customizable and not like fixed with specific regions. Each pixel represents a region and each region has a weighted influence in the map's random generation. I can also have unique spawn behaviors per region as well. For example, for the infested waters, it can cover more area than the typical island. I then converted the map into 3D, worked on having render distance, so it meant working on saving chunks, and finally imported it to the main project. I literally already did all of this before the island and archipelago generator, but I felt like I didn't have complete grasp and control over the code I made. I coded it all based off a combo of Stack Overflow and Sebastian Lag, so the end script was essentially a demon I could not contain. Then guess what I did? I removed again the island generation because I'm so fucking bad at art, dude, it makes me cry. I figured I'll just work on the programming and leave the art for the end. If anybody is good at art, you wanna know something even more crazy? I did it again. The buoyancy thing, I did it again and again, cause I forgot what the code meant during the archipelago generator. Anyway, for now I've begun working on implementing a sailing system, which is gonna be quite dope in the next video. That's gonna be one ride. So like and sub if you enjoyed the video, it really helps the algorithm thing do the thing. And have a great day. Till next time, I'm signing out.
純粋さは隠すだけ損だろう